Well, we do have a game. It is observable.
Yeah, we have a game. Get
Let me
me in.
invite you, and we will start that up.
All right, this should be a very good series. And we're gonna get a fast game right off the go.
Very likely, it is the Pro Scouts meta, and it's gonna be Joan and French. A little break in the Civ. Jeanne D'Arc leading her
Yeah,
own people against the country of France. See how it
yeah, a
plays
little bit
out.
of a team kill.
Mm-hmm. We'll load it up now. Game is ready to observe. Coming in now to the Bald Land. It is going to be SAS versus Myriad. Game 1 of the semifinals of March 2025's Warchief Club. Taking a look right now. SAS, he's the one playing the French today in the blue. And on the other side of the map, we got Myriad in the yellow as the Maid of Orleans.
Yeah, so still in their peasant form, building that mining camp. Building things is the way you optimize her experience gain, getting her to the level 2. So man-at-arms or archer as fast as possible, of course. Well, this is a very strange matchup because they try to do the same thing in different ways. French is very fast-paced because of their economy, whereas Jeanne d'Arc is very fast-paced despite the economy. It's ends up being a very interesting take there on the Civ there with Jeanne d'Arc. Of
Yeah,
course, she has
not quite your
premium,
mirror match. A little slight variation. It's a funhouse mirror match, I guess. A little distorted. Both players with
pretty
golds
much.
way to the front, leaving that open. And like I was saying, see around their base, not a lot of good walling potential. Just tiny pockets of trees until you get to the center, which is also where
Yeah.
the battle over deer will be. So maybe this is where we start to see some Archer Joan. She's taken up the sword in every game that we've casted today, but potentially, it doesn't feel good going spears as the French. We may see Archer Joan on the map, doing that extra
Yeah.
damage, big damage shots, paying off against
Interestingly enough, I
high
think
HP units.
in up to diamond level, that ends up being the meta, going spear, knight spear. Of
All
course,
right,
at
yeah.
this level, your spears just get picked off. There's no way that works. But at the lower level, that could be the lower level players out there. That could be a way for you to sneak in some games.
Yeah, and that French mirror. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
French
always
mirror,
it's always
French
tough
VJD.
who's gonna blink first and add the spears. I mean, it used to be really bad, but at the lower levels and especially nowadays, it doesn't feel as bad to start
No,
incorporating some
especially since they can
spears.
trap knights and like all it takes is a decent engagement, and you can take a few knights out without while you lose like one spear to an archer volley. There's a lot there to be had, but these players are not low level. These are some of the best players in the world right now. They both they're not quite tier 1 players, but they are on the verge, I think.
Yeah, they're knocking at the door. They've been in high level tournaments. It's basically forever. Always remember seeing SAS and Myriad getting to compete in EGC. Always participating in those tournaments. So, yeah, maybe not top 5 players, but certainly
Yeah.
world-class players. 100%.
Yeah, not quite beastie marine lord level, but right below them. Like those guys have to play for real to win these games.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we are seeing though a knight getting produced here for Myriad and a knight out there for SAS as well. SAS already with a worker advantage. That faster villager production time really builds up.
Yeah, and it's going to turn into
Oh,
two bill
SAS going for
advantages.
wheelbarrow.
Interesting. Going wheelbarrow. So perhaps we're not going to see some pro scouts out of the gate? I mean, we've got that mill for Joan, but we don't have pro scouts being researched for her currently either.
No wheelbarrow either.
Well, the first knights are on the map. That knight just takes out a sheep.
What are you doing, bro?
Oh.
Those are war crimes. What are you doing?
Sheep getting picked off. Myriad able to
you're
sneak
doing
around a
work,
knight of
though.
his own. And he's jumping in on the gold mining vills.
There you go.
There's a kill.
That's karma. Alright, so no one was... Alright, so Myriad picking up pro scouts.
Alright, still with
Ooh,
wheelbarrow
this
for
fight
SAS. And
seems to favor Myriad a little bit. Myriad is pulling back, but takes a charge for the troubles.
yeah,
Myriad
able to do a
already
decent amount of damage onto that Royal Knight.
Yeah, 2 scouts out for Myriad, but he's behind on the knights. Of course, SAS, though. Poor SAS lost a villager. That's what you get for sniping those sheep.
And Joan is now no longer a villager. She has taken up the bow. So we got Hunter Joan. And we may have an engagement in the middle of the map here. It is going to be scouted out. SAS not confident to engage on this.
No, they shouldn't be. He doesn't quite have the numbers there. Especially as he has to keep the knight at home to defend against the knight charge, which sucks. Sucks when you have to do that. But Myriad, I think, is going to focus more on getting those deer back home.
Yeah, I think SAS is getting into a position where he just wants to contest deer. So I don't believe... Yeah, Pro Scout's still not being researched. So he's going to put that gold into Knights. You can see he does have more on the gold mine. Joan coming around. There's one Knight kill. Myriad trying to keep his other Knight alive, and he will. 24 experience going over to Joan. SAS has to drop back to his base. We do see specialized pick on the way.
Amazing play. And I think he already has another Divine Arrow on the go. That's 40 damage. 40 damage is a lot of damage. And it deals 40 damage. It's not mitigated by armor.
And there's a charge. There's the fight. There's the 40 damage coming out, but that Royal Knight is going to survive by the skin of its teeth. Myriad losing 2 in that battle. Not able to take out 1 from SAS. Reinforcements coming in. Myriad doesn't want to over-engage here, but a couple of charges coming out on the fresh Knight. Doing some damage, but Joan will be forced back. That yellow army on the retreat. Reinforcements coming in, and we got our classic two French Knight dance. Where both French players are dancing around with their charges, their reinforcements. Trying to keep their knights alive and pick off the wounded ones of their opponents.
Yeah, no, everybody wants to fight, nobody wants to commit. That's just how it goes. Alright, SAS getting chivalry. He's making more knights here.
Yeah, SAS with 4 knights on the outside, but Myriad looking to drive straight into SAS's base. There is an outpost, and it'll fit 5 villagers in there, but SAS has so many on gold right now. We've got 11 on gold. Myriad, okay, on 10. But I feel like SAS has been heavier on gold for longer. Plus, he does have the first level Ecotech for gold. Helping out his economy, as well as Wheelbarrow. Myriad missing those upgrades, but he does have Pro Scouts. He is trying to secure that deer, but SAS able to take his knights onto Myriad's woodline. There's a pickup of 3 vills. Making it 4. Could have made it 5. That vill stalled on the outside of the TC. SAS not committing
Oh,
to
now
it.
Myriad is
Happy
going to try to get him
with
back,
4.
but I think he'll only get knights. Alright, that's one dead. And the scout died as well, but now we are healing. So that is 100% a win for SAS. I don't care what anybody says. SAS in a good position, but Myriad has infinite food. And,
Yeah.
the only thing SAS really doing here is luring the deer.
SAS doesn't seem like he's really been able to slow down the pro scout play. We've got a little raid from Myriad in the back here. Just unable to pick up a villager though. They're all able to get back inside the TC, and Myriad's actually gonna lose a knight for that. Meanwhile, SAS is looking to come straight down the middle to Myriad's base, looking to target that gold mine. There's the reaction. These vills are in trouble. There's some vills down. We'll jump over to the other side. SAS able to take out another singular knight from Myriad. Good trades so far for SAS. And he's got chivalry.
SAS is losing on the battlefield, but he is winning in these engagements. So, like, SAS is way ahead while he's doing this. And for Myriad, I don't even know where his scouts are, what they are doing. Let's oh, they are picking the western deer. So Myriad is gonna have food for until like 20 minutes of the game. And SAS, yeah, already starting with that farm transition, but he has 10 extra workers. So
yeah, SAS really getting his eco advantage from, you know, taking out vills, but also taking out knights. You can see Myriad lost another one in a little engagement earlier. Deer on the way back, and that scout will run into the charging knights. But the scout survives. Myriad has enough here to chase away SAS. SAS has another cadre of knights. Looking to maybe deal some more damage if Myriad moves his army away. They'll find Joan. Here's the engagement. Wounded knights for Myriad. Able to get healed up a little bit. SAS not committing to it, knowing he's outnumbered, running back. Got 4 knights off to the side, maybe looking for a little sneak attack, a little sneak charge here onto Joan, who's got no one around her. Those knights will instead focus on the scout.
oh, and Myriad keeping all of his scouts alive. That is pretty good for him.
Yeah, very good for him. Also able to prevent SAS from doing any additional damage at that point. Keeping Joan alive, keeping her safe from a charge. But, I mean, SAS has had chivalry for a while. That is really paying off for him. All those little scrapes that he's been getting into earlier on in the game are being healed right up. And Myriad has to fight with these damaged knights.
And SAS has pro scouts as well. He's doing really good. He's going to try to wall off. So I would actually advise the knights to be on top of the workers here, because there's a knight up there for Myriad. He's going to try to get another raid in.
Yeah, Myriad not seeing the vills on the wall, but we'll see the knights defending the berries and can't commit in that direction.
He's going to see the scouts getting deer as well, Myriad.
Well, if we take a look at Myriad's base, he's in trouble on the berries. Oh no, it's a slow reaction. It's a slow reaction. SAS able to pick up a couple of vills. The outpost not complete. So now it's 7 vill kills for the French. And those knights starting to jump in, mixing it up under the town center. They will eventually be forced back here. But that is some more eco damage.
Ooh, this is just so much that's going on.
Yeah, little skirmishes all over the map. SAS able to catch a scout and a knight out by themselves, delaying another carcass from coming home. Myriad, though, is here with the reinforcements, looking to chase them down. Couple off to the side as well, but SAS is likely going to be able to get out of there. We'll see. Turns around. No, the knights stop. So Myriad now has a chance to deal some damage and at least kill one of these knights. SAS able to pull back. There's one with 3 HP, just needs a tap. Just needs one little tap, and it will be sacrificed. Keep the rest of the knights alive.
Oh, Myriad trying to go for the quick wall to trap the knights in. Oh, and I think he's done it.
He may just have. Knights looking to cut off the retreat. There's still an opening, still a gap. But there's the charge. The knights at home able to force SAS to take a different route. But SAS now, with reinforcements coming in. So many knights under the TC. Jones still hanging out at level 2. SAS keeping his knights alive for the most part. We're at just about equal knight count. Myriad pushing SAS back, but SAS with Chivalry looking to heal up whatever he can. Myriad now with Chivalry as well. So both players at this point have that tech.
Yeah, really nice here for SAS. Oh, Myriad getting a couple of good hits. But now as you're approaching the base of SAS, here are the reinforcements.
Surprise, I've got more knights back here. Yep. And this injured knight will pull one knight away from Myriad. And now SAS with the advantage. Look at the posture. He's got 22 in that group, and we've got 22 for Myriad. Just about tied there. SAS looking to take some of the deer carcasses back, but Myriad has a knight in just the perfect spot to scout this out.
Ooh, he's gonna attack on the wall, I think. Myriad really doesn't want to take a fight, but if he can start getting some damage, I think he could go for it. And that really is what this eco difference will amount to. SAS already going up with the Royal Institute, whereas Myriad is still a few resources shy. Okay, both guys going to the Royal Institute. Let's see how much gold they're going to be able to get.
Yeah, SAS with enough gold in the bank right now. Take a look at the gold per minute. That he can put 21 on Royal Institute. Still have enough gold when he ages up to be able to slam that Royal Bloodlines button. And we do see that as well as veterancy for those Royal Knights in the queue. Also have cantled saddles right behind that. Myriad now with 16 building the Royal Institute, but I don't believe he is going to have enough gold once he ages up. Time will tell. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to click that tech as soon as SAS was able to, so there is going to be a window. SAS has Royal Bloodlines, but Myriad does not.
Okay, there's still 2 deer left out on the map. So I think that's going to be about most of what these guys are going to get. Now for Myriad to come back, it's all going to be about the fights. He's going to have less army, so he's going to have to rely heavily on that lady with the bow.
Yeah, she's going to have to get some damage out, but SAS right there for Royal Bloodlines, just 20 seconds away. Looking to set up on the outside of the base. Just waiting to engage. Oh, he's threatening. Myriad's on the retreat. Myriad's waiting for Royal Bloodlines himself. But that's going to come in for SAS just about now, right as the engagement starts. There it is.
Oh, and he traps a few knights. Oh, that's good for SAS. 20 knights against 25. Jenny is still alive, though. That is pretty good. She's going to have access to those powerful arrows. And they do want to keep those knights trapped and not really attacking here. There we go. There's the mounted archers, and now there's extra army. I think SAS misjudged this fight. But he's going to be able to get some worker kills, which is what he really wants out of this.
Yeah, that's going to be brutal.
As long as both armies stay around the same counts, this should be good. Oh, Myriad trying so desperately to stay in there. There's also a lot of experience. And as I said, misjudged by SAS is gonna lose this one big. But yeah, 45 to 68 workers. If we're talking about something not looking good, this is it.
Yeah, Myriad needed that. I mean, it is devastating to his economy right now, but he was able to hold on. He was able, at least in like units killed, able to come out ahead and destroyed value. And now we'll see what he can do. See if he goes on the offensive at this point. Yeah, Myriad with the positioning, he was forcing SAS's knights right into the choke point, right around the town center. It was pretty crazy. But now we've got another engagement in the center of the map. It looks like Myriad has the numbers here. SAS doing a good job getting those injured knights back. Myriad coming around trying to surround, but he has a lot of injured knights himself. It's a clash of swords, but I think SAS may be able to cut through. So hard to tell. Knight numbers still seem pretty even at this point. Joan of Arc doing what she can.
Oh my, just barely! Ah, that eco difference is brutal right now, even in a fight closer to Myriad's base. This is what happens.
Yeah, SAS able to keep it even, but able to reinforce better than Myriad, who, yeah, like you're saying, it just doesn't have the eco to keep up consistent knight production. It's outmatched by SAS. You can see he's got 6 in the queue versus 2.
I don't even think that Myriad can even afford to go second TC here.
Not at this point.
He has to keep this going.
Yeah.
He has to keep this going, and he has to win fights. And that, I do consider it a bit of a win. Considering the eco differences, the fact that you came out relatively equal and relatively unscathed, like, I'll take that. I'll take that. I wasn't... Okay, 15-1 worker kills, not good. Like, you're getting started on Arbaletier, which in big fights is definitely the better unit to have. So let's say you have 30 knights for SAS, and you have like 15 knights and 20 Arbaletier for Myriad, which should be about the same resources. Myriad should win that fight.
Yeah, we just need to get there. We just need that time to get there.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Arbaletier, by the way. I think also...
They're insane.
There's a tech... Yeah, there's a tech there in the Royal Institute called the Gambesons, which Arbaletier get 5 extra melee armor, which really helps, and crossbow stirrups, which gives them attack speed. But those are very expensive. I don't think we're going to see them anytime soon, only when there's some expendable resources there be had.
Well, now Joan is out on the map looking for some damage. Gonna find a scout. Taking back what's got to be the last carcass on the map at this point.
No, it's not. There's still one in the middle of the map. There are 2 deer carcasses still going. And they are both kind of jostling for this one. The other one is on a patch of stealth forest.
Uh-huh. Oh, there it is. SAS, he's hiding there. Yeah.
Yeah. SAS getting his stone up to go for that keep.
SAS also walling off here. Myriad's going to scout it out. Going to be able to yoink that one relic. Take that home just in time. The wall is not going to complete, but I think SAS getting in position to set up on that boar. And
all right, there we go. That's what Myriad wants. Another work kill. Oh, Jeanne's rider's dying. That's not good. No, you can take this fight, Myriad. Get away, mate. Get away. All right, good shot. Good shot. Take the W. Take the W.
Now just get back. Get safe. Numbers aren't there. Those knights are going to be led right into those gold vills. And this is tough. The healing comes out for Joan, but there's so many knights for SAS at this point. Arbs aren't in a great enough number to really start cutting through the knights. And the front line for Myriad's going down. Joan's going down, and I think This game is about to be called very soon.
Yeah. SAS again showing us why he's the tactician. This whole game was decided by his tactical gameplay. Where his units are going to be positioned, how, like, raiding when and where to take fights and when especially not to take fights, because he bailed a few times where I think he would have won, or would have cost him momentum, so he would have done really well.
Yeah, also really interesting,
like
just
those.
the pro scout timings between both players. Myriad getting it right out of the gate into feudal. SAS going for wheelbarrow first, delaying the pro scout upgrade until he could have more knights on the field than Myriad, then picking it up later. Pretty interesting how that played out. I think it played into SAS's favor for sure. Myriad's
We're all huge
really in a
fans of
tough.
more knights here.
100%. Yeah, Myriad's in such a tricky spot, and he knows. There's the call for GG. SAS taking this one 1-0.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I liked it. I like this game. I just. Oh, and that really is a show of how getting pro scouts too early can get to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, there were the worker kills and all of that, but yeah, Myriad
worker kills were huge. Yeah.
Yeah, worker kills are massive. Just.
But it was such a good hold in the middle of the game. I thought Myriad taken a fight down the technology advantage, but able to hold on and actually turn it around on SAS. SAS just doing enough eco damage to prevent Myriad from remassing as quick. Boom. There it is. And I will also throw up on the screen. We'll take a look at EGC Lakeside because we've got a beautiful, beautiful loading screen here. Karyu going crazy with these.
Yeah, it is a really nice one. Looks like an actual lake from here instead of some pants.
That is.
Look at the mountains
sure.
in the background.
I think that's at the far edge of the map, where like the deer spawn in a line.
Yeah.
There's a big cliff, like on the west to south point. Yeah, literally point of view lakeside.
All right, there we go. This is in the color blue, playing as the Mongols. It is SAS, game number 2 of the semi-final series. SAS winning 1-0. On the other hand, Myriad playing as the Order of the Dragon in yellow, and this is definitely one of those matchups that tends to be quite one-sided after the first fight. I don't know if you agree with that. If Order of the Dragon gets away with that first fight, usually they can just steamroll through the reinforcements. But Mongols, on the other hand, if they survive that first fight with units, oh my, they have, like, their units are like cheaper, so they can just mess a lot of them. Well, not cheaper. The Kashyyyks are cheaper, but they also have a pretty decent economy, especially with that Uvu.
Yeah, they can get those numbers up there. And look at this. We're building a gur on the lake. Send that one right down the cliff. SAS noticing that there were 2 little shoreline fish that spawned right in the corner there. Gonna let his villagers take that fairly safely at the start of the game. Myriad, though, coming by. He's gonna see this. Like, hey, oh, what's going on here? Interesting. All right. Yeah, very nice heads-up play. You can see on Myriad's side, there's only one in the corner. The other one is closer to that neutral coastal trading post. But Myriad has a dock of his own. He's adding fishing ships. So we do have that one deep water fish on Myriad's side. We got another deep water fish over on SAS's side. A few shoreline nodes, but not much for fishing in this lake.
All right, Myriad setting a tower up on his own gold. We have SAS going in. This is a tower rush, I believe. Yeah, one of the workers is going forward. But yeah, heads up play here from SAS as he sees the tower going up. There is, however, room. I don't know there isn't. The only place you can actually place the tower without being attacked by either the TC or the outpost of Myriad will be right in those berries. And yeah, that will not attack the gold vein in any way.
No, not at all. So the Vil and the Spear are gonna show up. SAS looking around.
Oh, Myriad with the heads up play. There's a wall in the back of the base. Oh man, Myriad.
He's been building. So SAS not able to loop around. Spear's coming up close. Myriad's got a couple of workers out looking around, trying to find where that outpost is going down. And it's gonna go up on the back side of the wood line. Myriad's gonna see this and see a gold mine. Kind of on the other side of the gold vein, but that's just to make it easier for those villagers to jump inside of the outpost should there be any pressure.
Yeah. So SAS is gonna try to break the wall. That's a sure thing, buddy. Yeah. So the spear rush kind of failed. That's crazy to see. It kind of failed. But you have Myriad here on the deep water fish. That should be 3 extra workers.
Yeah, it's a pretty good bonus for them, and both players getting enough to go up to fuel at right around the same time. You can see SAS changing the location of where he wanted that outpost. It's going a little closer to the gold mine, but Myriad's gonna see this. Villagers are being pulled. There are 5 spears looking to defend. Torches are going flying. Myriad trying to micro to keep these gilded Vils alive. That's a big loss should he lose one.
Oh, it absolutely is. You really don't want to lose these. There's one down.
Ooh. That does not feel good. It could be 2. He's trying to bring those spears back over to the tower. Oh, he has lost 2 so far. It's not going to be 3, is it? It is 3, and the tower goes up. It's on fire. It's being repaired, and SAS is able to get his villager outside of harm's way. And now the tower is set up to harass that gold mine. And what looked like a pretty strong opening from Myriad gets away from him as SAS gets that vicious tower down and 3 golden Vil kills.
Wow. All of a sudden, all of that advantage gone.
Yeah, outpost back up to full health. Akin's on this side, so at least the gold Vils don't have to worry about dropping off at this mining camp that is under pressure from the tower. Spears may be coming in looking for something, not gonna commit to the chase. As a Khan is shooting over the palisade, trying to damage that gilded Vil. Doing 3 damage a shot, so that villager is not completely safe. Yeah, we see the retreat there.
Myriad is going to eventually have all of his workers injured. Well, that's Arin placement though is absolute fire. So there are arrow slits in that tower, which should increase the range by 1, but there should not be enough to threaten the gold workers. So Myriad now, as the Order of the Dragon, getting a lot of wood. This indicates to me that some fighting is going to go down. And there is a dock for SAS. SAS going with dock now. The galley's coming up. Myriad banking in on water being his main advantage here.
And we see that dock from SAS just making a fishing ship. So Archer ship is going to be able to get in there and deal some damage. You can see moving right up next to the villager. Shotgun blast. Close range, all those arrows hitting. SAS still trying to get on the other side of the wall. And now the villagers have chopped through enough that they're far enough forward so that the outpost can take them out. Myriad losing another. It's lost 4 Gilded Vills so far. And we see the only Vill kill has been that one near the dock. SAS really trying to break through this wall, be able to have that capacity to attack from any angle. Myriad on the back foot here, needs to make something happen. Taking a look at SAS's production.
Myriad getting wood away from the Iron Chapel.
Yeah, it sucks being forced over there. That tower, so valuable. That move to stick it in this spot, so clutch for SAS. Able to threaten both one side of the gold and the entire wood line by being in that spot.
I'm gonna say this, though. If Myriad gets like 4 or 5 archers, he might be able to get out of this. However, SAS has, like, won so much here. Just these were many, many small victories stacked together on top of each other, where the only small victory here for Myriad really is the water. Oh, and there's a Keshik up there, so there goes my archer theory.
Yeah, we get a Keshik on the field. That palisade wall has been burnt down. SAS now able to access the back of Myriad's base. SAS also...
That's fine.
SAS also with arrow slits on his dock, so Myriad not able to take it out without being too injured. There's going to be a sprinkled ship for the Mongols on the lake very soon. You're going to have a naval battle as well. Rams on the way for SAS. Myriad just looking to hold on here.
Wow, SAS doesn't have his foot in the gas. SAS has a rock standing in the gas pedal. He's just not letting it go. Alright, some spears here are going to die. Oh, what a play there from Myriad in the water. Uses a demo to clear out the ships. And there's a transport! There's a transport. There's a Gilded Villager on SAS's base.
Alright, what are we doing with this villager? Let's take a look at the rest of the map. It looks like that ram really starting to pressure. Spears in the back, but not able to do much at the moment.
Getting food?
I don't know.
Alright, so we have an outpost. But we have a lot of archers. We have the 4 archers I mentioned. Stop watching the stream, buddy. We do have Keshik. Keshik are not that good against archers without the ranged armor upgrade. They take 3 damage an arrow. Which doesn't seem like a lot, but kinda is.
Certainly adds up. Khan's Hunter able to support these archers. Give him that.
Yeah, supporting them very nicely here.
Extra distance. Yeah, making it real tricky for Myriad to engage out of there. Was this villager caught? I know she was looking to return her food. Okay, no. She got pulled back. Let's see if she establishes a dock. The Mongols are knocking on the door of the Order of the Dragon.
There's a wolf on SAS's deer. That wolf has 2 kills already.
Oh no! Wolf getting some value. Gaia smiles on Myriad today. And we'll see an engagement around the top side. Archers stepping forward. Ram on its way. Gonna turn around. Not gonna commit to this quite yet. SAS just looking for some more units. But Myriad been at kind of an eco disadvantage basically this entire game. Ever since he lost all those vills trying to take down the tower.
Alright, there's an archer harassing the vill of Myriad. There's also an archer ship dealing a lot of damage to the train of SAS's units. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. If Myriad gets the front of his base back, Myriad should steamroll this game. So,
it's gonna come down to that.
Keep the pressure up.
Yeah, SAS is broken through. And we'll see an attack here on the backside of Myriad's base. Ram is in position. Keshik are here. There is an outpost. There's not much left in the way of a wood line. Ram coming in to engage, not quite committing. The Gilded Archers are here. They are looking to deal some damage.
Alright, we have the workers about to take down the outpost, but the outpost kills a worker. Oh, he wants to build his... Oh, the army is split. Oh, Myriad might just have done it, but he's costing himself more workers.
Yeah, he's lost 5 at this point, and now the Keshik and archers are in the back, but Order of the Dragon villagers are in the front for the most part. So just gonna limit it to 5 villager deaths. Keshik splitting off, gonna run down the hill, deal with that dock. See emergency repairs coming in on that outpost, gonna buy up some of the time for that ram. Let Myriad get some more units on the ground. Something to defend himself here. SAS with a mass in the back, but now he's starting to mass out front as well. And might be dragging Myriad's army back for a critical strike in the front of his base. There's the engagement in the back, and now there's the strike in the front. More vills going down.
Wow, that's 9 to 2. 10 dragon villagers, which is like, what, 13 regular workers?
It's just too much. Yeah, and the vills idled. They have no real safe place to be at this point. Trying to take the sheep that's out front of the base. Well, Gilded Archers cleaning up what's going on in the back. SAS losing quite a bit of military there. That Gilded Men-at-Arms just tanking basically everything from that army. So Myriad holds on, but it's been a big hit, and now Vill's exposed on the berries. Oh no.
It's 5 more workers. What's going on here? In the meantime, what's that wolf doing? He's just standing around doing nothing. Come on, wolf. Why are you getting paid?
He wasn't that hungry, just enough for one villager, and
that's
all he needed. Wolf, huh? Yeah, no, not at all. No, just room for one.
The games like this always feel so terrible. Myriad is struggling so much, man, and it feels like if Myriad is actually able to stave this off now, not gonna have enough economy to do anything.
Yeah, it's kind of like the story of the previous game where SAS may have lost the engagement militarily into Myriad's base, but did enough eco damage while he was there to really prevent Myriad from being able to remass in the next fight. And this may spell the end. These Gilded Archers in trouble. There are just too many Mongol units around the TC. The Keshik do not care. They will stand there all day. Military is wiped out. Myriad has nothing. And I gotta imagine we'll be seeing a GG soon. SAS free to run through Myriad's base. And there it is. He's calling it. SAS taking this one 2-0 over Myriad.
Yeah, man. Wow. And again, I don't think it was a strategic victory for SAS. It was definitely picking up a villager here, picking a villager there, doing this little thing here and there, like. And eventually those stack up. Definitely the positioning of that tower was poor.
Yeah, that tower was massive. Unfortunately, yeah, Myriad just losing 4 vills, I believe, at that point. And, you know, SAS able to just keep his advantage throughout the game. He could even throw away some units because his economy behind it was so strong.